Hi, I'm going to show you a few things that aren't in that video real quick. The first thing that isn't in the video is he doesn't really go in and explain how to decrease the size of a graphic that's too large really for a website, which will slow your website down. And he doesn't really show how to get it into Joomla. So I'm going to do those two things first. Now I'm going to use a free image viewer to resize my graphic. I'm going to show you the concept, and you may understand this and apply it to another program, or just go ahead and help yourself to here, www.hamrick.upg.html. You can't really browse to it. You got to type in it just like this, or you'll never find it. It's a free download, and you see here that there's a serial number. If it doesn't show up automatically, you're going to need to put that serial number into the program. Otherwise, you'll have this watermark in all your pictures. Now, I've already installed it, but there's really nothing to it. You just download, install, go through, click, 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 yes, 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 that kind of thing. All right. Now, all right. I have a picture that I like, someplace I want to go back to someday, and this is like way too large. And if you look here, if I go back to open, just so you can see with the details, set for details, you can see that this Wyoming 1 picture is 108 kilobyte. Well, just to give you an idea, it shouldn't really be over like 20 kilobyte. All right. And also, we see that in its natural size, this is pretty large. All right. Now, in this program, I simply go File, Resize. I'm going to change the pixels down to like 250 pixels wide. And I'm going to hit Tab. Now, hopefully, because of this checked box here, when I hit Tab, everything will change and the dots per inch will remain the same. If that jumps up, you've made it look smaller, but the file size is just as big. So hopefully that'll stay the same. I'm going to hit Tab. All right, now you see it says it's 3 inches there instead of 10, and 2 inches there, and the dots per inch is still 72. So when I click OK, I expect this to get smaller. There we go. All right, that's about the size I wanted for this article. I have to save it. So I go Save As, and I'm going to save it as a file called Windy. And now when we go open and look, we'll see the original one was 108K. Windy is 17K. All right, huge decrease in size, down to about 20% of what it was before. Now I'm going to get out of that, and we're going to go over here to. I've got a Lorem Ipsum for teaching article up here, and I want to put, in this case, a picture that goes right up at the top to the right. All right. Now, for some reason in this particular setting, I've got this scroll bar, so it's a little weird. But I'm just going to click here on the first line, go over there. This button here is to insert or edit an image. I click on that, and let's pretend that the graphic we want is not here. We got things like Claire, but the one that we want to put in the article is not here. Now you could go over to the image manager and upload it here, but I'll show you how to do it all in one step. You go over to this icon. It's the plus or the up arrow. I click on that. Really intuitive here. You have to click Add, and then grab the Wendy picture, and it's here. It says in a queue. Then I have to click upload, and we see it's there. It doesn't really tell you that it finished. It looks like it's still in the queue. Maybe it's because I had a copy of that there earlier, but for the most part, you'll see you'll get the idea when it's done. Now, sometimes you don't see this stuff up. Oh, I see. It's the old one. It's the Claire. So I gotta actually click on Wendy. See, and so things change here. Alternate text, the URL, where it's located, and we have the size. Now the alignment, the default must be to the left, and I'm gonna come over here. I want on the right side, so I click this, and then onto the right, and you see that it wraps around the picture. The other video talks about the margins, and so I'm not going to go into that. If I did want it to clear, like on the left side, that didn't really seem to change, but I'll just leave this alone. Oh yeah, if I could click both, you see how it changes? That's what I meant to do. It's clear on the line, but I'm going to say none so that it wraps around the picture. And then I'm going to click insert, and there we go. Now, in the video, if you click on this, it talks about, oops, now see there's nothing there, so I'm going to go back, make sure this is highlighted before I click on that. And see, this time it shows up here, alright? In the video, you would change the dimensions by changing the pixels here. And I'll just warn you, sometimes this proportion thing works, sometimes it doesn't. So, like if I want the 300, I'd probably get a calculator and find out what the proportional size of 188 would be, because it doesn't always work for some reason. But that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you something that the video doesn't show you, which is you can click on this and you can actually do a visual. Alright, so I could drag like this, and fortunately it will keep it in proportion. It doesn't let me. Now if you wanted it that big and you see it looks a little fuzzy, I might even go back to view print and not make it small to begin with. Alright, but sometimes you might put a picture in and you see this is the way it is, and you say to yourself, oh, I think it would look better if it just stayed within that first paragraph. And so you take it like this and a little more there, so it's all within the first paragraph. So I'm just telling you that you can do this not only in the number of pixels, but you also do it by site, which sometimes works out. Looks like we got a little problem here. I'm going to do a backspace. There we go. Alright, and then now if I wanted just to see how to preview it, I still have to click apply. Okay, the difference between apply and save is when I click apply, I'm still in the article. If I click preview here, I'm going to get a preview of the article. See how that looks? Okay, and this is the title, and the reason that's showing up there is because down here in the parameters, I said show title yes, title linkable yes. If I change this to no and then click apply again, this time, and again that looks a little odd, but all you have to do is scroll. Okay, this time if I click preview, it comes, oops, maybe, I don't know why that came up. That should not have come up like that. So again, things don't always work out the way they're supposed to, but you just keep at it. But again, if you hit preview here, you'll get a preview of your article. If you hit preview up here, you're going to get a preview of the entire site. So that's just sort of augment the YouTube video that I wanted you to look at, and I will put this up on the screen, or I'll attach it to the menu, and you'll be able to take it from there. Just please give me a call if you've got any questions. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.